Hello and welcome back to the Off-Grid family. If any of you have watched more than, a few of my videos, you'll know that I've got a thing for motors. I'm a little bit wonky when it comes to that kind of thing. I've got too many motors and, I like playing with them. I like getting them working. There's so much you can do with them, turn them into a generator or use them to generate, movement, etc. But I take them out of everything. I've got too many. I'll never use all of them, but that doesn't matter. I need more. So I've done a few videos on the channel about how to turn a washing machine motor, a universal motor, from AC to DC, and they do quite well. They get quite a lot of traction. They do, there's probably two of them in my top 10 all times, and our washing machine broke the other day, and very, very costly because of the insurance wouldn't have covered it, etc. And it was just a pain. It's an old thing. We've had it for many, many years. But the motor's still absolutely fine. Now it's been in the garden for a few days and it's been raining a lot, so I need to get the motor out before that does get damaged. But I thought, why don't I get the motor out with you guys so you can see how it's done, how easy it is, and that way you can then follow along with all the other videos on how to turn it from AC to DC or how to get it to do other bits and bobs. So yeah, I'm going to take the motor out. There are a few other things I'm going to take out, but I'm not going to bother recording that. They're not interesting, and I'll just let you watch that part. Anyway, before we get on though, I'd like to thank David, my Patreon. Dude, you are awesome. I love you to bits, man, and I appreciate you so, so much. If you'd like to join him and become a Patreon, the links are in the description, but as everyone is struggling at the moment, please don't unless you can afford to do so. Liking, subscribing, commenting, thumbs up, that kind of thing really helps as well. So if you can't afford to help in one way, you can afford to do the free stuff, and that is still just as good. Anyway, let's get on. Okay, I apologise about how bright that is, but there's not much I can do. Obviously this is white and it's sunny, but there is a circular hatch here which has got a few screws left in it, but not many. Okay, so what you can see here is this is the wheel connected to the drum, and this spins the whole drum round. However, when it's facing down, it's actually facing against the housing, but also it was the drum that was causing problems. This whole section was falling apart, and then this is connected via the rubber belt to the motor we're going to have, and then there's a few other bits we want as well. But basically I'm going to take this off next, and I'm going to have to just lean it up so that I can turn it and get it off. Now I'd normally keep these, but this one has been really, really badly burnt by problems with when it was spinning and this was locking and so on. I may still keep it, I'm not sure. Next we're going to want to unscrew both of these, and sometimes the motor's connected to springs, but in this case it doesn't look like it. I wish I'd left the camera running. I found the exact right one immediately. That never happens. Okay, so now we're at the underside of the motor, and if you have a look, there's two legs at the back here, and they're just plonked directly down onto like little pegs. The whole thing's only held there with those two bolts we took out. So what I need to do now is remove the wiring, which is literally just a case of unplugging it all and then lifting the motor up and out. If you can see just here, this is the wires we need to take out, and it's just a case of wobbling them out normally. Yep. Then we can take off the ground wire, and now it should just lift out. And there you go. That is the washing machine motor out, and it looks like quite a nice one. As I say, this was working fine. The motor was absolutely fine. It was just everything else was broken. Okay, so there you go. Super simple, you know, you need a few bits and pieces, but it's not a difficult job. It's a little bit heavy moving the washing machine, but that's what I've got kids for. So, you know, that bit didn't affect me at all. But yeah, as I say, very, very easy. You know, you need a couple of tools and it's out. And then you can start having fun with it, taking bits and pieces apart, doing all the fun things with the motor that you want. Thank you so much for watching. If you can afford to put on Patreon, please do. And if you can't, please don't worry. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.